Hey, it's Mike again. Let's discuss the riots and wanting to blame it on Antifa. Yeah. First, let's explain what Antifa is and fascism is. Antifa is anti fascist. It's not an actual organization, it's an idea. Man, look it up for real on an actual legit website and try to actually find their organization. Not really one, it's an idea. Anti fascism is something we should understand well in this country since we fought World War II to stop it. But, here are 14 characteristics of fascism. All right. Powerful and continuous nationalism, disdain for recognizing human rights, identifying enemies and scapegoats as underlying cause of problems, superiority of the military, rampant sexism, control of mass media, obsession with national security, religion and government are intertwined, corporate power is protected, labor power is suppressed, disdain for intellectuals and the arts, obsession with crime and punishment, rampant cronyism and corruption, and fraudulent elections. There are tons of examples of this throughout the Trump administration. Especially the othering of people. The enemies, which are, for him, illegals, Black Lives Matter protesters, all this, he's made those the people that are causing all the trouble. And definitely, as said, Antifa is, a terrorist organization. No, it's not. But the FBI, his FBI, people he put in charge of the FBI, said white nationalists are the biggest domestic terrorism threat that we face right now. But, don't listen to FBI experts, listen to Trump, really. Just to anybody. I listen to expert over listening to, somebody that, pretty much is an expert in bankruptcy and making money off of it. Not my cup of tea. But anyway, so you're telling me a group that's against this went to a Trump rally, listened to all what Trump said, stormed the Capitol, committed insurrection, domestic terrorism, threatening to kill our government officials just to make Trump supporters look bad. Really? When, Antifa, is liberal, more liberal based. And so not liberals, but Democrats won the House, the Senate, the presidency. I'm thinking they're looking good. Why would you mess that up? For one. For two, several of the main instigators in this have been all over QAnon, have all been over Parler and the other websites, very prominently. The Party of Responsibility Republicans obviously don't want to take responsibility. Oh, go figure. They need to take responsibility for these people and say, hey, these people are not going to define our party, and we're going to do everything we can to, get rid of them, explain facts, whatever, to stop this insanity. Of the far right type of Trump supporters. But instead, let's blame Antifa. Let's blame the left, which ends up seeming like all that Republicans can do. A real quick side note, if you had watched like YouTube before the Georgia runoff a lot, you would have heard a ton of ads about the runoff election. And all of it was scare tactics from the Republicans. I didn't hear any legislation to push a Republican agenda. All I heard is how bad the liberal socialism agenda is and how they're going to destroy America. They didn't say any policy things. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how you lose. You don't have any policies. It's just attack, attack, attack. Anyway, but this is a ridiculous conspiracy that we need to nip in the bud. I mean, most people know it wasn't Antifa. It was the far right Trump supporters. But we need to, call this out, because we need to stop this whole attacking of the left to the extent that, moderate Republicans start believing all this crap, which they already do. But basically, they need to take responsibility for their actions. They pushed for insurrection, for a takedown of our government, but they want to blame somebody else, of course. All right, now I'm going to have another video about other things dealing with this. End of this thought.